Hi, welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Set. I'm Vern, and welcome to our daily sports update show. The recap of the last 24 hours of sports, and yes, it's me, Vern, on a Thursday. Aren't you blessed? Not just on a Saturday or Sunday, Vern on a Thursday. Now, I had to take off today. People are coming to fix my heating at my house, so we don't freeze anymore. A month without heating, it's tough, man. The floors are like ice. Ice, baby. But never mind that one. Guys, I hope you're all doing well. Shout out to Paul McCormack. And Paul, the man from Key West. He's a member for a long time. He's already got a yellow button. But it's the first chat he does in the show. Paul, where have you been, son? There's no place here to be shy. Get in the chat. Voice your opinion. That's the most important thing. But welcome, Paul. I know you've been a member for a while, but welcome. Let's get into it. There's our email address if you want to, I don't know, vent your anger, send your appreciation, or just talk some crap. That is our email address there. Get into it, guys. And then, of course, as always, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification button if you know when we're on, because we're on all the freaking time, I have a feeling. I live on this channel. But never mind, that's just the way it is. Having a lot of fun though. Yeah, let's get straight into it. Sports, the topics. Here we go. I'm a bit rusty. Thursday's not my thing. Got some football, EuroLeague, some tennis, some sumo. Oh, sumo's hotting up, baby. Cricket, NBA, and NHL. And because I'm freezing in my house, because I am so cold, I had to put out the desert to make me feel warmer. I had my heater going on here now for a while. Fantastic stuff. Guys, don't forget to check out Vix Across the Pond. He did that about an hour ago, so check that out. All stuff American sports, baby. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's the best show ever. So go check that one out. I don't know why I do that, but never mind. That just comes naturally, I think. Let's check out, we'll start off with the football. And there were Champions League last night. So let's get those Champions League games up. There you go. A little bit different today. Karabakh beating Eintracht Frankfurt 3-2. Karabakh beating Eintracht Frankfurt. Wait a minute. I'll start again. Whoa. Karabakh beating Eintracht Frankfurt 3-2 there. Galatasaray drawing with Atletico Madrid 1-1. We have Atlanta Bergamo losing to Athletic Club Bilbao 2-3. Bayern Munich beating Union Saint-Galoise 2-0 there. Harry Kane with 2 goals there for Bayern. Chelsea just beating Pavos 1-0. Caicedo there with the goal. Then we have Juventus beating Benfica. Poor old Mourinho. Marseille losing to Liverpool, getting hammered by Liverpool 0-3 there. Szoboszlai, Rui, and Gapco with the goals. Newcastle with a good win against PSV Eindhoven, 3-0 there. We got Slavia Prague losing to Barcelona 2-4. After leading 1-0, I think it was, So that is your Champions League. Let's get that out of the way. Everybody almost qualifies for the Champions League next round. It's crazy. We've got a little bit of Women's League Cup. Yes, Women's League Cup was yesterday as well, the semi-finals. And check that out. The mighty Manchester United beating the Arsenal 1-0 there in London. Got hammered there, baby. Man United beating Arsenal in the Women's League Cup. So they're heading off to the final where they will play Chelsea, who beat Manchester City 1-0. I just had to bring it. Had to. I mean, come on. Is that a sign maybe for the weekend? Is it a sign? I saw the sign. Yes, baby, it's a sign. I see it. Never mind about that one. Let's get into it. It was EuroLeague last night, and last night on the channel live, and it was an absolute cracking game of basketball. It was Vitas Bologna against Fenerbahce Istanbul. Bologna trying to get into those play-in spots. Fenerbahce trying to get their top of the league again. They are the champions. What a game of basketball that was. It was, the first quarter was the Carsten, I can't remember his name now. Carson Edwards show. Made 15 points in the first quarter, went off his rocker. I think he finished the game with 33 points there, Carson Edwards for Bologna, but it wasn't good enough because we had another guy, Horton Tucker, from Fenerbahce going off his rocker, making 28 points. It was an absolute screamer of a game. Back and forth. Absolutely amazing. EuroLeague, baby. You got to watch it. Let's check out the table in the EuroLeague at the moment. As you can see there, Vitas Bologna, they're down in 11th. Couldn't catch up to Red Star Belgrade. And Fenerbahce heads into second spot of the league. I still think that are favourites, especially when they get everybody backwards from injury list as well. They had like 4 major players there on the injury list, but they'll get them back. And don't forget tonight, we have EuroLeague as well on the channel. It is Anadolu FS Istanbul. We like our Istanbul teams. And Olympiakos Piraeus, because we love our Greek teams as well. That one should be also a really good game. We will see if Anadolu can maybe get some players back. That would be very good for them. But their playoff hopes are gone, out. I was actually tipping them to be right up there this season. But they just had so many injuries, they're not going to last. But that's just the way it is. Let's get the EuroLeague out of there. And let's get into the Aussie Open. Yes, Aussie Open, there it was. So there is. I'll quickly go through the scores. I didn't put it up because they are playing at the moment. I'll get to the games that are finished, and of course, only of the top seeds. Djokovic beating Mastrelli 6-3, 6-2, 6-2. Who else got? Shelton there, the US boy, beating Sweeney, the Aussie 6-3, 6-2, 6-2. Musetti, the Italian, beating Sonengo of Italy as well, 6-3, 6-3, 6-4. Otherwise, no other big seeds are there. Coming up this morning still, Tsitsipas will play this morning. Then we got Taylor Fritz is still up at 8. Casper Ruud's coming up. Sinner's playing as well later on this morning. That is your men's. Let's get into the ladies. Oh, where's Sabalenka? Sabalenka, not around. Okay, never mind. Anisimova, the US girl, winning 6-1, 6-4 against Sinokova of the Czech Republic. Who else is the seeds there? Pegula from the US wins against Kessler of the US 6-0, 6-2. Madeline Keys beats Kruger from the US 6-1, 7-6. Otherwise, later on today, it will be Inga Swiatek, the second seed, playing later. Belinda Bencic is later on as well, the 10th seed. We've got Rybankina, the Kazakh lady, the number 5 seed, playing later. And we have Naomi Osaka, the former number 1, also playing later on in the Australian Open. That is the Aussie Open, and it's gone. And it is, oh boys and girls, this is sumo time, baby. Yes, sumo absolutely heating up there at the moment. Let's get into day 11 results. But if you want to have a detailed analysis, a detail with highlights and everything, check out my sumo update show I did last night. Oh man, get it in before 9 o'clock this morning before the sumo starts. The sumo is fantastic. I can't say my praise enough for sumo. I don't know why not everybody's watching sumo. It doesn't click in my head, but never mind. Let's get into the results of day 11. Ichi Yamamoto beating Wata Takakake there. Then we have Ura, who's had a terrible tournament, loses to Wata Motoharo. We have Oho losing to Yoshino Fuji. That's my man. And then we have Aonishiki, the young Ukrainian there, beating Hakuno Fuji. Kota Sakura, the Oseki, losing to Takanosho. Kirishima losing to Ono Sato. And of course, Hoshoryu beating Takayasu to get his Kachakoshi. But also, another really important bout there was. I'm finding. Shishi. Also, the Ukrainian losing to Abi. My man as well, 9-2 Abi. So those were the results of day 11. Wait, I got that. There we go. Take it away. Get to the leaderboard there. We got 3 men up there on the leaderboard. It is Aonishiki, the Ukrainian, Atama Fuji, the big boy, the 195 kilo Mohemoth. He's there as well. And my man Abi. Come on, Abi. I want Abi to win the tournament. Those are the leaders, and there's about 5 wrestlers on 8-3, so it's all still to play for in these last couple of days here in the sumo. Let's check out day 12 matches quickly. Just to run through them quickly, we do have. I start with Ichi Yamamoto against Takanosho. Wata Takakake against Yoshino Fuji. Come on, Yoshino Fuji. Oho against Shishi. Hidorumi against Wata Motoharo. Now comes the big ones. Koto Sakura against Abi. Major battle. Then we got Atama Fuji against Aonishiki. Major battle. Those are 2 co-leaders. Hoshoryu against Kirishima. The Yokozuna against the Sekawaki. It's close. They got both 8-3, so they also, the one who loses is practically out of the tournament. Then we got Takayasu, the old man, the bear, the hairy one, against Ono Sato. What else do you want, guys? This is amazing sumo, so check it out. Boom. Oh, God. Guys. I don't know what's going on there. Never mind. I thought the chat there. Never mind the chat. I'm going to go down to the cricket. I don't like cricket. Oh no. I love it. It's cricket, baby. Yesterday there were some scores there. And the series there between India and New Zealand kicked off the T20 series. And India take the first blood there against the New Zealanders. 1-0 lead there in the best of 5 test series there. And of course they're in wasn't in Afghanistan. It was Afghanistan against the West Indies. I don't know if they played that in Afghanistan, but never mind. But it's Afghanistan beating the West Indies there by 39 runs. Good job by them. Today we have Sri Lanka against England in the ODI. So the best of 3 there will be the first one. Sri Lanka against England. I tip Sri Lanka is going to win that one. But listen here, that is your cricket for today. Let's get it out of here. And we'll head up straight into the NHL. There we go. NHL for you, baby. Yes, let's go quickly through the scores there. Red Wings beat the Maple Leafs 2-1. Ducks beat the Avalanche 2-1. 2-1. The Flyers lose to the Mammoth 4-5. The Penguins beat the Flames 4-1. The Islanders lose to the Kraken 1-4. And the Capitals lose to the Canucks 3-4. That just finished a couple of minutes ago. Then let's go quickly down to the NBA. There it is, and we had some games in the NBA. The Cavaliers beat the Hornets 94-87. We had the Pacers losing to the Celtics 104-119. Brown there with 30 points for the Celtics, 10 rebounds for the Celtics, 3 steals for the Celtics. Good game by him. The Frenchman Pascal Siakam with 32 points and 10 rebounds for the Pacers. Then we had the Battle of New York, which wasn't really a Battle of New York. It was more like the slaughter of New York. 66 for the Nets, 120 for the Knicks. That's a 54-point difference. Holy moly. What happened there? Damn. That's all I'm saying. Damn. 54 points difference. Holy moly. Then we go. The Hawks beating the Grizzlies 124-122. That's how I like my NBA. Johnson there, 32 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists for Atlanta. Pistons beating the Pelicans 112-102. Then we have the Thunder. Still keeps on rolling there against the Bucks 122-102. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander there with 40 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists. The Greek Freak only with 19 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. And then last but not least, it is the Raptors against the Kings, 122-109 for the Raptors. Barnes there with 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists for your Canadiens, eh? That is your NBA god. I'm just going to go quickly into the chat. Oh, there's Vic's in there. Shishi is shitty. Shishi's the man. You should have seen how he check out the Sumo update video. You check out the one fight. Is Shishi against somebody I can't remember anymore. And I can find that one out. Where Shishi against Fujinokawa. And Shishi just manhandles him, throws him around like a puppet, man. You got to check that out. That's amazing. But never mind, Anna's in there. Tennis is done. Worst era ever. No players with any character. Anna, I have to agree with you on that one. I have to agree with Anna there from the Sudan who says there's no characters more in tennis. And you're right. You're right. Even Stacey from Cape Town, Anna, I agree, can't watch it anymore. That is true. I haven't watched tennis for a long time. I don't know what's going on there, man. But that's just the way it is. You have times and errors and things come and things go. That's just the way it is. Talking about going, it's time for me to bugger off and enjoy my day off. Yes, it's my day off. But guys, don't forget to join us at 5 o'clock this afternoon for the DEF CON Rugby. That's going to be, check out what games are coming on the weekend. It is that big game this weekend between the mighty Stormers and those guppies, the Sharks. That one should be an excellent one. Drug takers. Oh, Stacey's getting a bit personal there. Sinner the sinner. Okay, that's. I'm not going to say anything there. I'm not going to say anything. But that's coming up later on. the rugby, DEFCON rugby, and then later after the DEFCON rugby, I said it before, it is the basketball, Anadolu Efes against Olympiacos Piraeus. Always a great matchup, legendary matchup there in the EuroLeague. So come join me for that one. I think that one starts at 6:30 Central European time. And otherwise, that's me done for today, for the morning show. Join Vic tomorrow. I'll be back on Saturday and Sunday, of course. And of course, guys, have a fantastic day. Don't take it too stressful. Relax a bit. And Paul McCormack, get into the chat, son. Everyone out there, have a fantastic one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.